Welcome again, everyone, to Hot Plate Madness. As you could not tell,
What?
Jen Martin is back.
Back, because I took a break last week. It was spring break, so I stayed home with my kids.
And I appreciate that thing. Today, we are doing Tammy's Breakfast Wrap.
Yay!
I know last week we were visited by the Master Chef, Sean, and we're going to try to keep up with that spirit and do just as well as she did.
We totally can. You know why, Roger? Because we have bacon.
Bacon.
Because Roger wants
Right.
to just cook bacon on every episode.
Well, and the fact
Right?
is, having to follow an episode with a Master Chef punching us all in the face with knowledge,
Get the bacon.
you got to get the bacon going. So this recipe calls for eggs, bacon, you've got cheese, we've got some green onions as well, and then we have our little yellow corn tortillas for wrapping this all up near the end. So should be fairly straightforward. First thing you want to do, get your hot plates going, of course.
Right.
I've already turned this one on because we remember that this guy doesn't like the heat very well. And then we've got the serious one that totally gets really hot.
Yes. What's going in this one?
That one will be the green onions and the bacon. So I'm going to slice this bacon all up into small bite-sized pieces.
Great.
And then we'll bite-sized piece those guys, and we're going to just toss them all
Guess
right in
what?
there.
I can cut these onions, Roger. I don't like cutting onions, but I can cut these ones. How many of these do you want me to do?
You know, let's just do the whole thing because I'm going to do all this bacon.
All right. I can do that. I'm excited.
And
I
so-
love green onions.
Well, and I'm surprised a little bit. So these onions you're fine with, but the white and yellow ones you have a problem with.
Right. They excrete too many juices.
Okay.
How do you like that? Excrete.
Well, and that's exactly what's happening with those. All right, so as you can see from the up top camera, I'm just slicing these into small, bite-sized pieces. Of course, remembering that my knife is not all that sharp, which...
These knives are horrible.
Yeah, they are. You know, your cheap brand knives.
They're
that
not
you
woo
have to buy.
stuff, okay? Go to the knife shop in Anchorage on Fifth
And
Ave.
so let's get this turned on also.
There's some really good knives in there.
Well, our
Gonna
little
stand
hot
over
plate
and
show,
talk
you know,
about
we
knives.
don't quite have the budget for that.
No, we don't.
If anybody wants to send us some
We
knives,
deal
we're
with
happy
the
for that.
crappy knives that could probably do more harm than good because they're that dull. See, now we're getting down to the hard stem of these, and it's affecting
It's bothering
me.
you now?
It's affecting me.
As long as you don't start screaming, I can't see. Oh, it's about to happen. I can't see
I
again.
can't see.
I can't see.
I can't see, Roger!
Okay, would you like me to take over? with
No!
that?
I will do my job
You're
and
gonna
cut
be
the
a trooper.
onions. I might need a tissue.
Well, I could give you one, but then of course it would be coated in bacon grease at this point also.
My goodness.
Creator of this recipe is in the audience today as well, so hopefully if I'm doing something
Yay!
horribly wrong, that person will point it out and go,
Famous Tammy's here!
you're doing something
That
horribly
one's not
wrong.
good. That one's not good. Alright.
Alright, so I've got the bacon as good as I'm going to get it. And I'm just going to toss that stuff right in there.
Now, are we cooking the onions the entire time?
Yeah, just toss them in there.
Once I can see them.
Once you can
Roger,
see
look at my eyes! Ah! I got this. I just have to close them for a minute.
Oh, they're dripping. Oh my god.
The struggle is real. The struggle is real. They're like pouring down my face.
Alright, are those ready to go?
They're ready. I can't see.
And so then you also want to just throw your onions in.
Seriously, a paper towel might not be enough.
It might not be. Oh god.
See, I told you. You never believed me.
Now the one thing that you probably noticed from the camera up on the top
Okay,
is I
why?
didn't put any butter or any sort of other oil into this pan because I put the bacon in first. The bacon immediately started to create its own grease, and so then I can easily throw these onions right in there,
Throwing onions into the flames.
and it's working really well. So while that is kind of doing its thing, we are going to scramble up some of these eggs as well.
Roger, I like how you turned our cutting boards over
I did.
so that we don't have the natural pepper
Right.
in our food anymore. Isn't that so smart of you?
Yeah, well, I just don't quite understand why they would have a cutting board like that is leaching that stuff
Right?
off into
Can I
your
stir
food.
the bacon because that looks
Yes.
fun? Why do you have bacon on this cutting board still? What a waste.
Well, there's a little piece
There
out
are
here, too.
starving children in the world, and you left bacon on the cutting board.
And so for one serving, this recipe called for like 2 eggs. I'm going to do considerably more than that because we've dumped, I don't even know how much, a pound of bacon is in there.
Yes.
And I don't know what that was with onions.
So when I've done like breakfast burritos at home, I do a pound of sausage with like a dozen eggs.
Okay, I can do that.
That's typically what I do. If you want it more on the eggy side, do more than that, but
And so is that, what did I just do there? 9, 10?
why don't you count the yolks?
Yeah,
in there?
well, you know.
3,
I'm counting it.
6, 9, 10.
So there's 12 right here. All right, and then I've
I
got
like
my
our
little...
new pan, our new pot that we got. This is fancy.
And that was donated, right?
Yes, it was
Someone
donated. We
that
got a
to
nice
us,
little dish
so
here.
that's cool.
I think that came in after Roger attempted to cook. What was it? The goulash,
Yeah.
all in one pan, and it was
Yeah.
too small.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of a bigger dish here now.
Well, you got to make do with what you got, right, people?
That's right. That's right. That's the idea of this show. Making do
Yeah.
with what you got. Wait till summer when it's a campfire.
Oh, that
It's gonna be
goes
great.
well, and that's the cool part is when we get to the summertime, we're going to do a whole series on
Campfire edition.
campfire edition. Yeah, so we'll be out deep in the woods somewhere trying to survive.
Out the back door.
Or just right in the parking lot, perhaps. But
We'll have to
either
get
way.
a burn permit from Bert, the mayor.
Well, or
Like,
it
Bert,
would be
we're
cooler.
gonna start a fire in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
It would maybe be better if we didn't do that, and then the fire department showed up. At
Oh
some
my
point.
gosh, that would be incredible.
Well, and if you remember our onion rings show, and you heard the sirens at the end of that episode.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
It wasn't for us.
that was fancy. Did that show up? Like,
Yo, you
hear
could
it?
absolutely. I had to put
Oh
a
my-
disclaimer at the end of that episode saying, by the way, the sirens you heard at the end were
I'm gonna
not
have to
for
go
us.
pay attention to that. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh,
All right. So I've got those scrambled. I am going
this
to
looks
add
so yummy.
a little bit of pepper once I get these going as well.
I know where we could get some pepper. Right after
Oh,
this,
yeah. Okay, that is nice and hot, and so we're gonna make sure this stuff doesn't burn to the bottom. So we're gonna kind of move it a little
You
bit.
just kind of stir. You just keep
know.
like scooping the eggs off the bottom of the pan.
And I'm gonna dump some pepper in here as well. I'm not necessarily gonna put any salt in here because we've got
Salty bacon.
tons of bacon here, so that probably is gonna give you all the salt you need.
So notice though how Roger just keeps kind of scraping the cooked egg off the bottom of the pan. That's how you're going to get a really yummy scrambled egg.
Yep. And Jen, do you ever add like milk to your eggs, to your scrambled eggs?
There's a lot of theories out
Yeah.
there. You could add milk, you could add water. It's supposed to like steam it or make it fluffier.
Right.
I think milk is fluffier, water is steaming, so they're more moist. I've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the cheese, I don't know if I remember what I'm supposed to do with the cheese. Is that, I could probably add that directly
Well,
to
do
the
we just
scrambled
mix
egg.
all of this together?
Yeah, it's all going to get
That's
mixed
when you'll
together.
add the cheese.
And, okay. So you were punching
Punching
me in
you
the face with knowledge right there. Okay. Boy, last week's episode, I was punched in the face like numerous times.
I watched that
Oh my
episode.
God.
I saw you struggle.
The struggle was real on that
Yes,
one.
you're like, oh, I can't
Like-
even keep up with her.
Well, and it's like, is there any point for me to continue? Because
Right, why were you on the show
Right,
again, Roger?
exactly.
Why were you up
Exactly.
here? I don't know.
Just the guy throwing stuff in the dish as she told me to do it.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that was awesome. All right, so that's looking good right there.
I like that you grabbed corn tortillas.
Well, I thought it would make a better taste profile with the eggs and the bacon and the onion
Oh.
than a flour one.
Oh. Okay.
But I could be totally wrong. Because the recipe submitted by Tammy only said wraps.
Ah.
And so I was like, well, that'll work.
I'm going to ask Tammy a question. Tammy, what kind of wraps do you use? Flour or corn?
I like the low carb wrap.
The low carb.
Yeah.
If you had a choice between flour or corn, which one would you pick?
By flour.
Flour. Do you want to know why? Here it
Why?
comes again,
Okay,
Roger.
well, punch me in the face.
Here it comes. Because the corn tortillas, while they're very yummy and gluten-free, we eat them a lot in my house, they tear easy and break.
Right.
So when you roll this up into burrito form, you're going to have some
Well,
holes.
but here's some punching you back in the face with some knowledge. My
Bring it.
idea for this was you just lay that on the plate, and then that just goes on the top, and it doesn't get rolled.
Oh.
And so then it's like a fork.
Like an open face.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
That's a
Yeah.
tostada.
Let's toast it. Roger, let's
Okay,
toast it.
all right, let's
okay.
do that. Oh, this is looking good.
Isn't it yummy looking?
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to toast our...
Corn tortillas.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Got this.
You know, I'm thinking I want a little bit more pepper on this. Do you think? I think.
Yeah, if you want to.
I think so.
Pepper is to your liking. You don't have to measure it really. This isn't even starting to get warm.
Did you?
It still feels cold.
Did it
I
go
turned it
all
on. It's
Okay.
all the way on high.
All right.
Disclaimer not to touch your pan.
I seem to remember that one time we toasted things right on this.
We did.
Maybe we'll just do that.
Can you tell your
It's just so cold.
That's. It's not a hot plate.
Do not touch your hot plate at home, okay? I just have done this a few times, and this hot plate sucks.
Yeah.
This is getting yummy.
Okay, and so the idea
Ooh,
then
we're
too is
starting to get warm now.
we want to drain all this excess grease off of here. And so you remember that we certainly don't want to just dump this right down our sink. So we're going to set it through here this way. I'm going to let that just drain a little. I'm also going to wipe this out.
I'll just clean this over.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll get another one going. Hey, we could move this off, right?
Well, my thought was I would just dump this here, we'll put that in, and then
Great.
we're basically good.
But can I have the hot plate?
Did you want that guy, or do you want this guy?
All of them. I'm going to heat up
Oh,
tortillas.
you want them all. Well, we want to mix this all together.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Do you need a hot plate for that?
well, yeah.
Why?
I want to keep it nice and toasty warm.
Okay.
All right.
Because you said toasty warm.
All right, and so we're going to dump these back in as well. I'm going to reach around Jen Martin and dump that.
I'm going to reach around Roger.
All right, and so then we're just mixing this together.
You can probably turn that off. You just don't even need the hot plate, Roger.
You don't
I
want
know
the
the
hot
toasty
plate?
warm thing
All
is
right.
cute, but you don't need the hot plate.
I will stand over here and mix this all together.
Just give me the hot plate because I want to toast it. Like
Okay, so
Roger
I'm
said.
still confused about the cheese. Should I put the cheese in now? Or should it be
Oh, yeah.
individual choice of just topping it?
You could. It depends on what you want to do.
If you want it melted, put it in right now.
Yeah, mix it around.
I'm getting yelled at by the audience. If I want it melted, put it in right now. I want it melted.
You're
And I-
sensitive. You're a
I am.
sensitive soul.
Well, after last week's traumatizing episode where I realized I really, truly don't know what the heck I'm doing. So we'll put a little bit of that in. It's
I'm
more?
just kind of glad Yes, Roger.
More?
Yes, Roger.
All?
No, Roger.
Okay. All right, should we serve one up?
Absolutely.
And our taste tester today, special guest, her name is Luz.
I think you're camera shy too.
I'm camera shy. I'm shy in general.
Oh, that's getting nice and crispy.
But can I
Yay.
just go ahead and finger it? Thank you. It's good.
Well,
Oh my
the
God.
egg, the chunk of egg was good, is what you're telling me.
All right, so
Oh, my
there's a little
goodness,
fork.
thank you.
So, Luz,
I
it's
don't know if
Tammy's
she's gonna be able to.
breakfast wrap. Give me a shout. Is it good?
It was a little hot.
Well, that's Jen Martin's way. She loves scorching people's
No,
mouths.
I believe Roger wanted to keep it wet.
Oh my
Toasty
goodness.
warm.
This is delicious. Thank
Is
you,
it?
Tammy. This is
Yay!
delicious. Thank you,
All
Roger.
right,
and-
very good.
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Luz,
All right.
for
Now,
not
may I
being
please?
camera
Yes.
shy.
You
Eat
just
the
take
whole
it away.
thing
Yeah,
now. Thank
eat,
you.
eat the whole thing.
But not on camera with the...
All right. So
I think they're really happy to be here today.
they are very
They're
happy
enjoying
to be
themselves.
here, and it was a nice, quick and easy meal. I think Tammy did a fabulous job with the choice of recipe to send us.
Yes, sir.
Because it's an easy meal to make, very, very tasty, and I'm gonna say healthy.
Yay!
So, Jen, thank you so much for being
Thank you,
here
Roger.
again.
This is-
Will you be back next week as well?
I will.
Oh, good, because we're always sad when you're not here.
Oh, Roger.
All right,
so sweet.
try it at home. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.